Well, hello there. Welcome, everybody, to ID24 2024. This is now the 11th year that we've been doing this, and for some very strange mathematical reason, it's actually the 12th edition of ID24, and we're delighted once again to have an exciting 24 hours of great accessibility and inclusive design talks ahead of us. We're joined for this pre-show by Stuart Hay from Intopia, one of our platinum sponsors this year. Intopia has been a supporter of ID24 since 2018, and this year we're also delighted to have Stuart as part of the core conference team itself, helping us to run things. So Stuart, welcome.
Thank you, Patrick. Yeah, I don't know how I got into the situation of us giving support financially and time. We're just glutton for punishment, of course. But no, I mean, we've been big supporters, big fans of ID24 from very early on. And I think, yeah, it's a really positive sort of event on the calendar to sort of share knowledge and expertise with the broader community. So yeah, that's always fun and always great to be part of all of this.
Excellent. So as ever, we have a jam-packed lineup this year, an interesting and oft surprising mix. As ever, I'll probably be very busy and stressed and won't have much time to really sit down and take it all in, although I am here with my Mr. Happy mug sipping chamomile tea at the moment. But there are certainly a few talks that caught my attention amongst all the other great talks. I'm quite looking forward to catching up because I'll be sleeping at the time, but catching up with Michelle Chu's accessible big screen. That's mainly because I have in a previous life been working on web on TV for Opera at the time, and combining that kind of past with kind of my current accessibility interest is something I look forward to. And then the second talk really that I'm looking forward to is Hayden Pickering's The Folly of Chasing Demographics. I don't know anything about the topic in depth, but I know that Hayden is a very entertaining speaker, so I'm really looking forward to it. Now I'm going to popcorn around the room. Are there any particular talks you're looking forward to? And I'll go for Eric.
Hi, yeah. I am a little bit biased because I'll also be hosting for that session. But I'm really looking forward to Anne Duong's how to consider non-native English speakers for user experience. That throws me back to a consulting job I had that left a really big impact on me. And I think the more exposure we can get for that practice, the better. In the spirit of popcording, Kathleen. And Kathleen, you are muted.
Yahtzee. That is par for the course for Kathleen, is always forgetting to unmute Mike. I am very excited about a few. The first session, audio description, programmatic accessibility is inclusive design. This is something I haven't learned about yet, so I'm excited to learn about that one. And there was XR accessibility. That's an emerging field. And older adults, because that older adults, in my opinion, get forgotten. And the last one is trauma-informed design. More of that.
Leave some for the others.
Is there any trauma? So I'm gonna popcorn 2 Hans. So I'll stop talking.
Hi everyone. I guess I'm looking forward to all of them. Really, I'm gonna listen to all of them. Just put it on when I sleep. Something to mention is particular. I'm always interested in accessible gaming, so I'm looking forward to Don Parker's talk. And I have a few others, but like Patrick said, leave some for the rest. So I'll let others give their preferences as well. So let's go to Adrian.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me. So I'm interested in Chansey Fleet and Lauren Race's talk because I'm just choosing one. Because co-design between blind and sighted designers, I think, is a fascinating idea. I've seen some of the work that Chansey has done before, and I love this concept of taking design out of strictly a sighted context and involving people who can still get some value from it, regardless of their how well they can see the design, if at all. So that one should be interesting, and all signs point to me being awake for it because it's like 4 o'clock Eastern time. So yay me. And I'll popcorn it down to Leonie.
Thank you. Kathleen beat me to Joe Lammerman's talk on inclusive XR. Yeah, you're right, Kathleen. It's just such a huge thing at the minute, and Joe knows so much about it, so that's going to be great. Owen Niblock's talk on neurodivergent design is one I'm really looking forward to. It's one of the areas I think I know least about in terms of accessibility, so it's always welcome to listen to somebody who really does know what they're talking about in that area. I'm going to sneak in a quick mention for Heather Neff as well and her SVG talk, because I was chatting to Heather a couple of days ago and she was telling me something about the work she's been doing on accessible SVG, and it's pretty phenomenal. So it's going to be good.
And we'll pass it on to Ian, let's say.
Oh, sorry, my fault. Bad popcorn
That's
behavior.
You're still muted, Ian.
Apologies, the person to do that today. I'm sure I won't be the best. Yes, so I'm also looking forward to Owen's talk, the understanding the way around neurodivergent inclusive web design, as Leonie mentioned. But also I think, possibly for the first time, we've got several talks on gaming, and so I will also pick Alessandro Carducci's visual and audio alternatives in video games. That's one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I think there's another gaming one, isn't there? From, is it Fahed Lamate? Which I think looks, interesting around the gaming kind of theme as well.
That's right. I'm looking for leveling the playing field, enhancing gaming for people with disabilities.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, absolutely right. Passing on to Sarah.
Cool. I'm also a little biased because I'm guest hosting this one, but I'm looking forward to the moderated versus unmoderated UX testing one because I've been doing some UX testing myself and bumbling around. So I'm excited to hear from people who are more expert than I am. And going to hand it over to Stuart. Yes.
I think I'm maybe lucky last by the sounds of it. I'm going to be biased because there's such a huge Australian contingent with us this year, and a New Zealander in the mix, and I think that's pretty amazing between Charlie Jacinta, Anne DeLong over in New Zealand, Michelle Chu, Don Parker, and Russ Mullen, just to name a couple of the people from our part of the world, which I think we need more representation from, because I think we've got some amazing knowledge down this way. Dom, I think, is going to be a really good presentation. I've seen her present a couple of times before, and she's got a really great style to her. For me, though, because of my interest, Kai Wong, towards the end, I think the last one we've got around influencing without authority. I'm a big advocate about that challenge we have as a community, and remembering that stick approach is not a lasting change item from my perspective. And so the more we talk about how we can influence without necessarily having any authority to what we're trying to do, I think the more impact we can potentially make off of that. So now I'm keen to see that one as well. Have we missed anyone, or are we back to you, Patrick?
No, yeah, I think we covered everybody. Right. So I would say, I know this was short and sweet. We'll keep it short. This pre-show is usually our kind of safety blanket to make sure that the technology all works, and it's kind of a low stakes problem if something doesn't quite work, but everything seems to be fine. So yeah, we're going to keep it brief. But first of all, I'd like to also take the opportunity to thank our sponsors. So we got our platinum sponsors, Barrier Break and Intopia, our gold sponsors, Infoaxia and Tetralogical, silver sponsor, Intuit, and the bronze sponsors, Adrian Rosselli LLC, Assistive Labs, the Law Office of Laney Feingold, Skyscanner, and Vispero. ID24 is always intended to be free for all attendees, and it's thanks to our supporters that we're able to do it. So for our audience out there, hopefully there's somebody out there, please join us at the top of the hour for the very first of our 24 talks of the day. So I will say, see you there.